Hi England. Hello St. Louis. Welcome to Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. I got some cucumbers for $1 and I got some zucchinis for $1 and they've been sitting in my fridge for a couple of days and I was like, you know what, if I don't do anything with them, they're gonna go bad and then I'm gonna feel sad and let's not do that. So today we're gonna be washing, cutting, salting, and maybe making pickles and maybe just sticking them back in the fridge so I can make salads. I have been trying to eat a lot more veggies this week, mainly because it's too hot to cook. I did cook some oatmeal, but that's about the extent of my cooking this week. Today was a little bit cooler in New York City, at least. I don't know about the rest of the world, but we'll use one of my newly sharpened knives and we're gonna start with cucumbers and I'm going to throw them in a bowl after I trim them, and we'll salt them and we'll wait for them to be a little bit more seasoned. I think that's the extent of what I wanted to do today. Does that sound good to everyone? JK, you have no choice. How's everyone's day so far? Let me pull up chat. Let me pull up chat. But I don't really know how to cut these cucumbers, just that I'm going to cut them. So let's see if we can get them pretty uniform, because if I don't get them uniform, some of them will be saltier and wiltier than others. Also, last time I made pickles, I had to throw a bunch of them out because what happened was I think they got a little too gummy inside the fridge. I think maybe my fridge was temperature control wise not great, and they just became unpleasant. So I think maybe some small baby spears, like so, would be nice. But yeah, I don't have much to say today. I just wanted to do this for myself, and I thought, okay, if I'm doing this for myself, I can put on a live. Maybe other people will enjoy. Here we are. I hope you enjoy. So I do, it turns out, love using Mom's kind of cleaver thingy. Has a perfect shelf for picking up veggies that have been cut, like so. These are not fantastic cucumbers, I will say. They've turned a little past their prime, it would appear. I do not have a bicycle, and I'm so sorry that you think you tore your meniscus. That sounds painful, to say the least. I have no experience with that. I hope to never, but maybe. I think you need to go see a doctor if that's the case. I hate to say it. But if it's bothering you to the point where you can't really function, maybe not good. Yeah, I really do like Japanese style pickles, for sure. love putting cucumbers on their face. But I have to say, something about the smell combo of cucumbers on human skin really grosses me out. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I can't stand the smell of cucumbers on my skin. So, here we go. Chopped cukes. A little tossy toss in salt. And we'll do this, and we'll wait for them to drain. And I'm going to do the same with our zucchini, except for the zucchini, I think I'll cut them a little bit differently so that they're easier to eat, because I don't think I want to pickle the zucchinis. I just want to wilt them a little bit for salad purposes. Zucchinis can be a little bit astringent in my mouth. I don't like how they make me feel sometimes. They make me feel like somebody washed out my mouth with soap. So, trying to avoid that. I'll set that aside. This is for my cutting board, looks like. Bath and Body Works smelly stuff. Yeah. I was a middle school girl once upon a time, and I was obsessed with Bath and Body Works. Yes, I'm not proud of it, but it happened. All I can say is I can no longer stand the smell of that stuff. The only thing that I have left of Bath and Body Works is my mom had a little spray bottle of a certain scent. I think it was like coconut or something or other. So I've kept it, but I actually honestly really don't like using it. But I'm keeping it for now because Mom kept it, and I feel bad for throwing shit Mom kept. You know? But one day, if I don't use it, I'll get rid of it. I really did like the apple scents though. What was it? Country apple? I love that. For the zucchinis, I'm just going to cube them. So I'm going to chop them in half lengthwise, then quarter each half log, and then cube them into yay sizes, about a knuckle. That's it. I am misusing my counter space so badly that things are falling into the sink. This just goes to show you that wealth does not always get put to good use. Oftentimes, if you accumulate enough wealth, you will waste it. So let it be a lesson to us all that you do not always need more. Where is Aaron and Fred? First of all, that's not how you spell his name, and he does get very pissed about people misspelling his name. His name is spelled A-A-R-O-N. Second of all, we do not live together anymore, and Fred lives with him, and they are both very happy boys together, and I am happy for them. So there's your update. If you want to see Fred, go follow Aaron on his Instagram. He posts Fred stories sometimes, but I will not have Fred content for you anymore. He is no longer my cat, because he chose Aaron. He's much happier with his dad. So the cat has spoken, and I will respect the boy's choice. I will forever be healing from Fred's rejection, honestly. But you know, it's fine. I thought he loved me because I loved him, but love can change, and maybe he did love me once upon a time, but I don't think he does anymore, and that's okay. everything has its season. And yes, I am still a Fred fan. I still do love him, despite him not loving me back. And in terms of the debate of can you love someone who doesn't love you, yeah, I think absolutely you can. I certainly have. Hello, Kimberly. Cynthia, I hope your meniscus feels better. That sounds pretty not good, pretty unideal. But I fear that one day I too will suffer an injury like that. I think it's unpreventable because of how injury prone I am and just how many joint issues and ligament issues I've suffered so far. But you will make a recovery. You have no choice. So I hope it comes to you smoothly and easily. Oh, you know what? I do feel like maybe Aaron gave him more treats, but I gave him more food treats, like human food treats, because I cooked more and I was in the kitchen more, and he was constantly there when I was in the kitchen. So I don't think I can quantify this. Hi, Thailand. The 20 jars of peanut butter did not take me very long to finish. I gained about 5 pounds after filming that video because I just could not stop myself from eating it. But I did give away half the jars to friends. So there's that. Alright, we've cut up our zucchini. We've salted them. Who wants to see the waffle iron? Shall we test the waffle iron and see if it works, or see if I wasted 40 bucks on an old eBay item? Hi, Philippines. Do I have a favorite burlap and barrel spice? Emma, I did a whole live telling people what my favorite spices are. If you want recommendations, you can ask me what's on your list and I can tell you how I feel about them. Will that work? Because they have close to 100 spices. So I do not think I have the brain right now to give you that information. I mean, Emma, I don't think I labeled the live burlap and barrel space taste testing. I think somebody just asked me impromptu what my opinions are, and I can no longer direct you to that live because I don't remember what date we did that on. But you're more than welcome to go look. I just have a lot of lives, and I don't know how to give you a shortcut to that one. I do agree. Their royal cinnamon is their #1 seller, followed closely by their cumin. Cumin is one of their best. I also like a lot of the collaboration items, like the Raza crushed red peppers. I like the Sola and Hand ranch powder. I love the purple shallot, both powder and slices. I really like the hot paprika. I love the pickling starter that was just launched a couple of weeks ago. The kofta bahara is really good. It's a savory blend with urfa, chili, and other things that taste really good on meat and veggies alike. There's a lot. Oh, I also really like the, what is it? I love the smoke and herb. That's also a collaboration item. It's like a nice Italian seasoning variation. And let's show off our waffle iron. The seller told me that she did her best to clean it, but as you see, it's very aged. There's a lot of grime. I'm not even gonna attempt to scrub it. The inside is moderately clean. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to rinse it a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the inside over the fire to try to sanitize it. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't feel like scrubbing anything. I think there's definitely a little bit of rusting going on, but we'll burn it out. Ow. Maybe we'll burn it out. Maybe I'll just burn my hand. Okay, Lauren, congratulations. How did you acquire this number from Alas? You shall entertain us with your date story updates, yes? So I was hunting for a waffle iron on eBay for months, and then I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I think this one is it. Why? Because it's not just a pizzelle maker, it's not just a waffle maker, it's like kind of both, and it has these little heart shapes, and I love it. I almost feel like you can make little mini waffles and break them into heart shapes. It's cute. So, okay, let's sanitize this shit over the fire, huh? Let's see if I can do this without setting my apartment on fire. Would be nice. Burning down the apartment on a live stream would be amazing content. Yes. Anything for the content? Question mark? I do have renter's insurance. Should I preemptively take out the battery in my, you know what, I'm gonna take out the battery in my smoke alarm. I don't need that going off tonight in my life. Maybe use your torch to get into the nooks and crannies of the hearts. Well, we're just gonna flip the iron over and let it torch both the outside and the inside. Technically, this whole thing should be fireproof, kind of, right? I mean, it's gonna make fire for sure, but this thing itself should be entirely fireproof, fire safe. It's meant to be cooked on, yes? I guess what I can do, oh, it's sizzling, okay. Nice. Sizzle, sizzle. Nice. Okay, it's definitely hot. Let's not hurt ourselves. Bernie, Bernie. What up, Trinidad? Does it smell funky? Not really. I mean, it smells like it's burning. It smells like it's getting hot. It smells like a hot iron, if that's what you're asking. Certainly. Certainly. I have a 4-day-old waffle pancake batter that's been made sitting in my fridge. I think what I'll do is dilute it a little bit with milk, and we're gonna oil this with some of this really weird butter that doesn't brown that I get from Grandma's breakfast, so she doesn't put it in her nose. But I'm starting to think it's not butter and that it's margarine because it doesn't brown. What shit doesn't brown? Butter always browns. But anyway, whatever the case may be, we're gonna use it. You know, whatever they're feeding Grandma, I guess I'll eat too. Yeah, she puts it in her nose because she thinks it's like lotion, even though I brought her specific lotion made for human skin. She doesn't use it. She uses her little breakfast tray butters that are single serving. It bothers the shit out of me, but a lot of things used to. And now they don't anymore. So, you know. As it goes, life evens out, and I adjust my expectations, and we move on. Okay, I'm going to rinse this off now. There's actually a lot of particles coming off of the burn. So I just want to make sure I'm getting all those carcinogenic bits off before I put something in here. And I'm sure it'll come off with use, and I'm sure I'll eat some vintage grease, but that all comes with the territory, so. All right, I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm excited that we're finally doing this. I'm excited and proud of myself that we're doing this. Here is the pancake batter that has now turned fully gray. It looks even grosser in person. We're gonna stream in a little bit of Grandma's milk to loosen it up a little bit, because you know pancake batter kind of tends to dry out, yada yada yada. And we're gonna try to fold it in. You see the fresh batter is not so gray, just the top one is oxidized, which means it's perfectly fine to eat. I also think now I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning in here. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of ginger, maybe some nutmeg would be good. Yeah. Oh yeah, nutmeg. Okay. Cinnamon. Ginger. Nutmeg. turn the heat down on the waffle iron a little bit while we mix in our various spices. If you're a big fan of cinnamon, I would really recommend the Burlap and Barrel cinnamon. I do feel like I've tried various bougie brands of ground cinnamon for my delish job, and the Burlap and Barrel cinnamon was really surprising because when I got all the fancy cinnamons, they all tasted pretty good, but the Burlap and Barrel cinnamon tasted really good a year after I've had it, while the other cinnamons kind of just lost their flavors very fast. So if you don't particularly go through your spices very fast, that's another reason. If you start with higher quality spices, it'll probably get a little bit more of a life past the first year. Here is what Grandma puts up her nose. Now this technically says lightly salted butter and it says cream, milk, salt, but it literally does not brown. I've never seen butter that doesn't brown when it hits the heat, so I question this shit. I don't know what they put in here, but it's not the best stuff. But it's good that it doesn't brown, because now I won't have to worry about brown butter getting stuck in the crevices, huh? Because it's not butter, right? It's probably just margarine. Labeled as butter? I'm pretty sure that's like a crime. You can't just label shit that isn't what it is, can you? Although I feel like that's what our world does every day. Never mind, you can. You can do a lot of shit that they say you can't. Let's make a small pancake or waffle to start with, yeah? Let's see how it comes out. What's the brand of the butter? June, if you poke a fork into the foil top, you can squeeze butter out in small amounts at a time. That's kind of genius. This is called Columbia Valley Farms. Columbia Valley. Oh my gosh, we have a waffle! How exciting! That shit cooked fast. Holy man. Holy man, guys. Holy man. June is very excited. June is very excited. June might not have been this excited in a very long time. I don't know if it's going to release from the other side of the waffle iron, but it's cooking and it looks like a waffle shape, so we'll see soon enough. And our cucumbers are now draining water. I'm actually going to reserve the salt water and drain it into my pickling liquid here, because, you know, as you sit, pickles, this has chickpeas and the beets now, they lose a lot of water. Wow, okay, it's not a clean release, and I think I need to increase the heat, but I am going to be draining this liquid in here. Waste not, want not. Here is some, whoops, zucchini. Now, because the zucchini is astringent, I don't know if I want to save the liquid. And also, I did not nearly put as much salt into the zucchinis to begin with because I don't plan on pickling them. I just wanted to season them. Well, let's taste some zucchini. It tastes good. Yum. Cute. She's cute. She's also oozing a lot of grease, and I do not like that. That's gonna make for a very messy cleanup on my stovetop, but I guess that's kind of what I signed up for, huh? We'll deal with it. Okay, so I think it's only cooking on one side, and I think I need to release it now, because it might be burning. Oh yeah, this is a sacrificial waffle, but it's cute. There's definitely parts of it that got stuck to the iron. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to rinse it again. I want to take a cleaning toothbrush to it so that I can get out some of the stuck pieces in the crevice. Seems like generally it's an easy release, which gives me hope that it is a very well seasoned iron, which is what I need and want. I'll show you our first pancake waffle thingy-majiggy in a minute. I'm just going to try to get as clean of a washing on this as possible before we do more. Okay, y'all, look at this. It's a little bit burnt, not gonna lie. Yes, one side got more heated than the other. This side is kind of perfect though, right? So, I don't know, maybe we take a bite, because it looks more edible in person than it does on camera. Mmm. That's not bad. That's a really good cook. That's actually, I can finesse it in probably 10 waffles. It's a little too burnt for me, but the crisp is amazing. Yum. I normally don't like to waste food, but I just refuse to eat burnt stuff. Especially when it's probably got 3 decades worth of mysterious stranger grime on it. I'm willing to sacrifice it. For my own sake, because I desire the good stuff once in a while. Too bad June doesn't do merch. It looks more edible in person, would be a great t-shirt. Somebody, you can make that merch. I'm not gonna make it, but you can. I give you permission to make money off of my brand. After all, it's our collective brand now, isn't it? You've all been here for the ride. You deserve. You deserve. You have to turn the iron. Yes. I know. It's going to take some learning curves for me to understand how to cook properly with this iron, because this is my first time. This is my first time, guys. Take it easy on me. I will say, I kind of want more milk in here. I want it like crispier. Maybe I need less milk in here. What am I doing? I'm doing the opposite of what I should be doing. But maybe what I should add in here is like poppy seeds. Yes, yes, yes. I am just indulging myself tonight. Slightly manic, you could say. Slightly manic. Perfect. Poppy seeds make great things. I also think one side got less buttering than the other, which probably contributed to uneven cooking. So since we have so much not butter from Grandma's facility, we might as well just use it. Let's butter it up. How to butter the other side without butter leaking all over my stovetop, you know? I guess I have to learn how to flip it without fear. Living without fear is a great thing to do if you can achieve it. I guess I did just achieve it. Congratulations, y'all. Hopefully, after many turns of buttering this excessively to high cholesterol hell, we don't need to. Especially if this is actually margarine, this is probably worse for my cholesterol than butter is, because margarine has a lot of trans fats, which have been shown to be the worst fat of all for heart health. The more you know, the more depression you have. No less. Live longer. Just dripped oil all over my stovetop, like I knew I was going to. So yes, this will be a messy affair, but it's worth it, I think, for the indulgence of stovetop waffles. Let's turn the heat up a little bit. How do I get crisp waffles on the outside and moist on the inside? That's the goal. I mean, the butter does seem whipped, but I don't know why whipped butter wouldn't brown eventually. This was an eBay find. The butter leakage from within the iron will be an issue for sure over the long term. I can see why now there is so much blackened byproduct near the hinge of this iron. It all is starting to make sense now. Yes. I smell the waffle. I can use a spray, but the thing about sprays, the other thing is I can brush it with oil or butter. That's easily brushable. The thing about sprays is, one, they're expensive, two, they come in metal cans, three, they have these propellant agents that I really don't want to eat. So oh, lifted it too early. Sorry, waffle. I ruined ya. I ruined the waffle. It looks like 1.5 minutes on each side is not enough at this heat level. Live and learn, live and learn, live and learn. But that's it for the live today. I will eventually drain the cucumbers and pickle them. I guess I have this apple cider vinegar that I could use with scobies in it. That's cool. Or I could use the rest of my rice wine vinegar, but I kind of want to keep it. I do wish I had white vinegar, but I didn't buy it yet again. Could have been better. The story of my life. The story of my life. It could have been better. Whoa, there's a huge moth. How'd you get in, buddy? Well, you're trapped now. Sorry. Are you a moth or a lightning bug? Oh man, buddy, I hope you make it out. You're gonna die a very hot death in my apartment. You tried to add raw kimchi juices to a cucumber pickle, but it still went bad after a few days. I mean, if you just add a pickle juice to another pickle juice, but the pickle is already contaminated, you're not really doing much besides maybe slightly delaying or even further contaminating the pickle. So this tastes good, but greasy. Very greasy. For the third try, I definitely want to see how we can cook it without adding butter to it. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to give our waffle iron a little wipey wipe because it is pure glistening with oil right here. That is why we have the marks. That is where the grease leaks. On my stovetop. All right, let's do a round without any butter and see how much it sticks. And I'm gonna flatten it as thin as it'll go. Let's do 2 minutes. Guys, how exciting! I'm actually using something that I bought? No way. Delicious. Pretty good brownie on the second batch. Okay. Okay. Like it. Okay. Let's see what happens with this third waffle. It's hot. It's really hot. The last thing that I want to do today is peel the beets. I want to peel the beets that we washed last time because they're like very wrinkly scrotums now. Let me show you. Where'd you go? Wow, I think they're hiding from me. Let's flip. I soaked them to try to get them to unwrinkle a little bit, and they've colored the entire water beet color. I smell burning waffle. I smell burning waffle. I smell, oh, okay, interesting. Very interesting. The other side did not get waffled at all, and you'll see what I mean soon. But yes, that was kind of a fail. But yeah, these beets are really sad now. I definitely shouldn't have left them in the fridge for that long. They will be massively hard to peel. But these are the things I do to myself. These are the sins I commit on a daily basis. These are the consequences I must face when I make decisions as an adult. There's one shaved, wrinkly scrotum. The beets are not going into the waffle. No, I think experimenting with the iron is enough. But look what happened. That side completely did not get any patterns into the cook. And also, not buttering is not a great idea, y'all. You live and you learn. This is gonna be a very bad cleanup. So this iron is not as seasoned as I was hoping, but that's okay. We've learned now. I cannot be upset at choices I've made. I made them for a good reason. I made them for the sake of experimentation. And technically, we have succeeded in experimenting. We just don't always like the consequences of our experimentations. But that's exactly why they're experiments. Still though, all things considered, this is still a pretty good seasoned iron because even though the batter is sticking to it, it's not sticking too badly. Mostly I'm able to lift them out, so pretty good luck on the iron. I'd say I bought a winner. I don't think we've made a mistake in this purchase. I think I just need to understand how to cook in it. Learn its limits and respect them. There's our pile of waffle scraps. relatively easy to clean, I think, with just a toothbrush. So pretty pleased with my life decision here. As for the stovetop, that'll need a more extensive cleaning, but there's a price to pay for everything. Thicker batter. Yes, I think I did make the mistake of putting too much milk into this batter to dilute it. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. All right, while that's heating up, let's try the scraps. I will say, they taste better every time. Good job, us. I think we can make some very dandy ice cream sandwiches with this thing. And yes, I do think this would make a great panini press, should you be into that kind of thing. I'm personally not, but I could be convinced. Now that I have a thing that could make paninis, why not? All for experimentation. All right, one last go of this. Let us use up another butter. And we have learned to not skimp on the butter if we want the waffle to release. I hear you on the anxiety eating, for sure. Been doing a lot of that too. let's hope it doesn't ooze all over my stovetop. And we shall continue to peel our beets. Our scrotums. Is anybody really excited about their week? Anything worth celebrating as a group? Do you want to share the good news? So, does anybody eat raw beets? If so, how do you usually eat your raw beets? You're getting a raise at your job. Congrats. Yay. How do we all feel about all the strikes going on, y'all? Are we down with the cause? Are we in solidarity with the workers? Rail strike makes it harder to get to pride. Well, no pride without labor, so how do you know if you're a robot? Do you care if you're a robot? What if we're all robots? What if I'm a robot? That would explain a lot of things, no? I think. Answer a few questions. Making an everything waffle? Sure, that sounds great. I smell burnt waffles though, so. All right, it's the moment of truth. We shall see how we did. Y'all ready for this? She burnt, but she looks good. Will she release? Damn, you really gonna do this to me, girl? I buttered you so good. buttered you so good. All right, we're gonna need a couple more tries with this iron. That is for sure. Don't have the hang of it yet, but I am very glad that we started our journey together. Woof. Now, even though one side is burnt, the other is quite perfect. This side got a little burnt, but this side is perfect. And it does taste way better while hot. So we will experiment with this again at a later date. Not tonight. One has to wonder though, why one side released and the other one didn't? What did I do wrong? What could I do better? How can I succeed? Ironic that I think our first waffle turned out the best in terms of release. Not sure what that's about, but maybe I ruined the seasoning by washing it with water during the cook. The side not releasing might have been the hotter side. Maybe, yeah. Do you have any tips on that? What to do if the hotter side doesn't release? Absolute debauchery. Sacrilege is happening right now in this kitchen. Repeating mistakes, food waste, public and private humiliation of my sad mistakes. But at the end of the day, we still have pieces of edible waffle that I'm not afraid to eat. I mean, it still kind of is food waste if it goes into the compost, but I enjoy it. I'm down to eat more failures. Your cat caught a mouse? That's delightful. Okay. I'm a fan of this waffle iron. I need to learn how to use it better. Maybe make a batter that's more reliable for this method of cooking. But otherwise, I'm satisfied. Expectations have been met. They might have even been exceeded. I'm also really sweaty right now and I feel entirely gross. So I'm gonna start soaking this waffle iron and we can finish our pickles maybe. For the pickles, I'm going to drain all liquid. I'm going to toss in a little bit of sugar. I like my cucumbers with a little bit of bread and butter flavor profile. I'm probably also gonna put in that pickling starter. All the crispy crunchy stuck to the iron are actually the most delicious parts. Okay. Maybe I should take another maybe I should take another shower after this. Whew. Hi Gina. We did peel our beets. Sorry, did anyone say they eat raw beets? Can you repeat if you said you did? How you eat raw beets? I would like to know. But here we go. Shredded beets. Interesting. Okay. Adding in some sugar. A slaw. Okay. I've never had a raw beet slaw. That sounds interesting, for sure. Yum. Sweet and salty pickles. Delicious. Have I ever made beer brownies? No. Why? Why would? Okay, we have cucumbers, salted, sugar. We will add the pickling starter. Did I already take it here? I'm losing my mind slowly, y'all. Okay, let's drop some black pepper in here. Let's try to find our pickling starter. Maybe. Here we go. Found it. Here's the pickling starter. Has fermented hot pepper flakes, black pepper, coriander, allspice, and fermented white pepper. It's like half a teaspoon into each jar. And then we'll fill it up with some apple cider vinegar. I don't have a lot, but it's okay because the cucumbers will give off more water as they sit. So I think overnight it'll just leak more juice. Leaky lid alert. I will label with today's date. 7/19. I think you should make your own super garlicky pickle. That's my recommendation. I also really want to eat a spoonful of these pickled chickpeas while you guys are here. They're purple. They're purple chickpeas. That's super delicious. I might want to eat more of these after. Damn. Yep, pickled and beet juice and my leftover jardinera solution. Waste not, want not. What to do about this waffle iron though? I do still want to eat all the pieces. Slowly but surely working at it. When is the the Barbie movie coming out? And who's going to watch it? Friday. Okay. Well, I guess you guys are just gonna watch me eat pancake scraps or waffle scraps until I go offline. Oh, and we have to do something with the zucchinis, right? I'm very distracted by these cracklies. They're very pleasant to eat. Mistakes can be delicious, y'all. Hard to clean, yes. Delicious still. You were a mistake in partial eggplant? I think we all were. I think God made a mistake. And he just decided to skedaddle. And now we're left to our own devices. All things considering, though, not too bad. Took us a few millennia to melt down the earth, but it's been a good run. You know? All right. Could always be worse. Do I make sushi? No. I don't have access to affordable raw fish that's sushi grade, so no. Hi, Houston. Okay. Now we're talking about our origin stories. I have a hypothesis that I was conceived during Chinese New Year. I'm not sure though. Zucchini is great. Let's have a quick little dinner. Let's have some salted zucchini, like so. This is like fourth dinner, by the way, but probably still better than some of the other shit I was eating this week. My job is to make you hungry, so you're welcome. So we have pickled beets, pickled chickpeas over salted zucchini. It's a very simple salad. The giardiniera mix had a little bit of olive oil in here, so it's kind of like a dressing. fresh, a little bit salty, a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet, a little bit mealy from the soft, creamy chickpeas, a little bit oily from the olive oil. Very refreshing. I like it. Highly recommend. I cooked this batch of chickpeas. I'm going to pickle it all. Nice. That's it. Chickpea salad ready to go in a jar. We cleaned out a lot of the fridge too. So proud of us. So proud of us. I think this weekend we're gonna have to make some dumplings. We are running out of dumps for Grandma. Guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the hijinks. I'm gonna do a lot of my dishes, but that's it. I've run out of brain space to entertain. You can stay on while I do dishes, but I have nothing more to offer you. The waffle was like sweet leaning, but not sweet. Does that make sense? I'm putting some dried flowers in my salad. I don't know if it's edible, but I got it from Red Hook Farm. I'm gonna assume that it is. fresh herb or dry herb? If I had to choose, fresh. Always. Fresh is always better. Now let's taste these probably edible flowers in with our chickpea salad, shall we? I think they might be related to lemon balm. Mmm. Nice and peppery. Yum. I want to eat more flowers this year. Fridge is looking so much cleaner. What a delight. We'll figure out something to do with these beets tomorrow. I'm very happy with this. Bye. Have a great night.